This is Chelsea Sports Focus. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Chelsea news, transfers and updates. Now, let's go. Chelsea may have endured another disastrous season on the pitch, but behind the scenes, the club are preparing for a transfer battle that could completely change their future. Bayern Munich are now reportedly worried that Chelsea could hijack one of their top summer targets. Anthony Gordon and Nicholas Jackson could become the key weapon in the deal. That fear alone says everything about Chelsea's financial power. Even after missing out on European football yet again, Chelsea are still being viewed as one of the few clubs capable of beating Europe's giants in the transfer market. Bayern Munich insiders reportedly believe the Blues have the resources, connections and flexibility to outmaneuver them, especially if Chelsea decide to include Nicholas Jackson in negotiations with Newcastle United, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. Anthony Gordon has become one of the Premier League's most explosive attackers over the past 2 seasons. His pace, aggression, direct running and relentless pressing have transformed him into one of the most dangerous wingers in English football. Chelsea have been searching for that kind of intensity for years. The club already held talks with Gordon's camp earlier this year, and sources suggest Chelsea view him as the perfect profile for the future. Unlike many recent signings, Gordon already understands the Premier League. There would be no adaptation period, no questions about physicality, and no concerns about whether he could handle English football. Chelsea desperately need players like that now. For too long, the club focused on signing young talents from abroad and hoping they would eventually become stars. While some succeeded, many struggled with the pressure and speed of the Premier League. Chelsea's recruitment strategy is reportedly changing this summer, with more emphasis on proven players who can deliver immediately. Anthony Gordon fits that plan perfectly, but Newcastle will not let him go easily. Despite Gordon reportedly wanting a new challenge, Newcastle know they are dealing with one of England's most valuable young players. Bayern Munich have been heavily linked with him, and many expected the German giants to lead the race. However, insider Christian Falk has now admitted there's genuine fear inside Bayern that Chelsea could win the battle. Why? Nicholas Jackson. Jackson's future at Stamford Bridge looks increasingly uncertain. After struggling for regular minutes at Bayern Munich during his loan spell, he is expected to return to Chelsea this summer. But despite calls from some Chelsea fans for him to get another chance, the club reportedly have little interest in reintegrating him into the squad. Instead, Chelsea may use him as part of a massive transfer strategy. Newcastle have admired Jackson for a long time. His physicality, movement and ability to stretch defences still attract interest despite inconsistent form. Chelsea know this, and they could try to use Jackson as a makeweight in negotiations for Gordon. That possibility is exactly what is making Bayern nervous. For Chelsea fans, this situation is fascinating because it shows how aggressive the club are still willing to be in the market. Even without Champions League football, Chelsea remain capable of competing financially with almost anyone. The club's owners are under massive pressure after another disappointing season, and they know they need statement signings to rebuild belief among supporters. Anthony Gordon would absolutely feel like a statement. He is young but already proven he plays with passion and intensity that Chelsea fans love. Most importantly, he brings Premier League quality immediately, something Chelsea have badly lacked during their recent rebuild. At the same time, this transfer saga also says a lot about Nicholas Jackson's situation. When Jackson first arrived at Chelsea, many supporters believed he could become the club's long-term striker. There were flashes of brilliance, moments where his pace and unpredictability caused serious problems for defenders, but inconsistency and poor decision-making stopped him from becoming reliable enough to lead Chelsea's attack. His loan spell at Bayern Munich has not changed that perception dramatically. Now, instead of building around Jackson, Chelsea may use him as a bargaining chip to secure a player they believe is more suited to their future project. That is brutal. But modern football is ruthless. The pressure on Chelsea's recruitment team this summer is enormous. Missed signings, poor transfers, and inconsistent squad planning have damaged the club over the last few years. But if they somehow beat Bayern Munich to Anthony Gordon while using Jackson smartly in negotiations, it could become one of the most important deals of the Blue Coat era. Chelsea fans are already dreaming about a front line built around João Pedro, Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon. Energy, creativity, pace and Premier League experience.